One subject that might come up at the debate here tonight in Las Vegas is the WikiLeaks emails that were purportedly taken from the inbox and other portions of Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta's Gmail account. Republicans, including Trump, have been trying to use those disclosures against Hillary Clinton for a couple of weeks now. But there is at least one person who doesn't agree with his party's approach. Florida Senator Marco Rubio, running for re-election, explained why today in Tampa, Florida.
I personally will not be talking about any revelations that come about solely as a result of WikiLeaks. Our intelligence officials, who are not partisan people, have told us this is the work of a foreign intelligence agency. And we cannot be a country where foreign intelligence agencies can interfere or influence our political process. What I would say to my Republican colleagues, some of whom may be disappointed by the position I've taken, is today it's them, tomorrow it could be us. And just think about this. Do we really want to be a country where foreign leaders or foreign intelligence agencies can blackmail our elected officials and say to them that unless you do what we want you to do, we're going to release emails from your campaign manager, your wife, your daughter, your son, and we're going to embarrass you. So unless you want to be embarrassed, you better do what we want you to do. Is that what we want? Because I'll tell you, that's what Vladimir Putin does.
So, John, is Rubio a one-off, or other Republicans you think are going to adopt this position?
I don't know the answer to that question. I hope they do. And I think, just as we've been saying, where were some of these Donald Trump ads and messages for the last 6 months? Where was that Marco Rubio a year and a half ago? That Marco Rubio could have been the Republican nominee. I will say, and I know we both have been thinking about this a lot, whatever happens in this election, this will be an unprecedented election in this respect. We've never seen a hacked election before, and we've never seen an election where a foreign power, in this case Russia, has in such an active way tried to influence the outcome of an American election. And I think every politician in both parties should be sobered by this, regardless of who they're polling for. Yeah. They should be sitting there saying, we're in uncharted territory, it's ugly, dangerous territory.
This could go down in history as the WikiLeaks election, depending on what happens. And I think any other Republican nominee in our lifetimes would have called up the Democratic nominee and said, we must stand together, put out a joint statement, and denounce this. Donald Trump has chosen to continue to try to take advantage of it, and as have other Republicans. And good for Marco Rubio, but amazing that no one else has thought of doing this and said it as forcefully as he has.
Right, I totally agree. And again, I was doing when you mentioned this earlier today, I'm doing the mental exercise. I'm thinking of if this had happened in 2008, John McCain and Barack Obama would have been as one on this issue. In 2004, George W. Bush and John Kerry would have been as one on this issue. It's amazing. There are a lot of unprecedented things that happened in this election, a lot of deviations from the norm, but this may be the single greatest deviation from the norm. This story, this episode, and what it means for our democratic future.
Trump denies he hearts Putin, but he hearts WikiLeaks.
All right.